Welcome to part 2 of the front-end JAPEC eStore review. In this section, what we're going to do is take a little bit closer look at the e-commerce portion of the site, shopping carts, wish lists, checkout, etc., how that works, and some of the critical functions that are involved. So with any site, the customer needs to be able to add product to their shopping cart easily. And what we've done here is we include add to cart buttons, show buttons, add to wish list right within all of the product listing pages, even before they get to the product themselves, because if they've reviewed several times, they may be able to simply add the item without carrying on to the page. But what's important about the way we do the shopping carts here at JAPEC is we do what's called play-in-place shopping. You may notice with a lot of the sites you go to that you click on a cart button and boom, you're off to another page. Shows you what you have in your shopping cart and then asks you if you want to continue shopping or check out. That's ridiculous. You don't walk through the grocery store and take each item you pick off the shelf and run to the checkout and place it there and then go back to the aisle. A play-and-place shopping cart lets you click on the item and notice immediately it says right here, added to shopping cart. It also changed if you look up top and shows that there's one item in the cart here with the value, and an extra button just showed up over here for checkout. So there's lots of access to get to the shopping cart if they want to. Otherwise, they can carry on as they were and continue shopping. So I've added this one item here. Now let's go take a look at a different item. And I'm reviewing the item. I don't know if I want to buy it, but I want to remember it. So I'm going to add it to my wish list. Now let's talk a little bit about wish lists versus shopping carts. They're very similar in that they both hold on to lists of products. But the shopping cart is almost a commitment to buy, whereas the wish list is, let's just keep a list of things that we're interested in. More and more consumers are using wish lists to build up lists of items that they like and then be able to go back and review them by either looking at the image or bouncing back to the product page. We're going to go back to our wish list here, or right from the wish list adding it directly to the shopping cart. And you can see now it's in your cart. We look up top, there's now two items. $175. So wish lists are very valuable. The other feature that we have here with wish lists is we have the ability to share the wish list. So the person can send out an email to somebody they know, even to themselves as a reminder, with a list of all of the items they're interested in. And when that other person receives the email, one click, they drop into their site, and their own wish list is instantly filled so they can see everything that somebody else had sent to them. We're just going to close out of that. So let's go take a look at one of the product pages here. We'll take a look at another page. Again, notice that the cart button, even on this page, you don't jump, you don't leave the page, you don't stop the person from shopping. But let's assume that they've now added the items they want. They'd like to go take a look. They can click here, they can click here, they can click here. Any of those places to get to the shopping cart. You'll notice in a lot of the shopping carts they'll have little text areas that let the user fill in the quantity they want and change that quantity, and then they have to hit a button that says submit or update shopping cart. Again, we always try to take the approach that we want as few actions as possible for a consumer to take. If they would want to increase the quantity here, they click a button. Click it twice. It's suddenly 3 items totaled up. They've never left the page. The page has never been refreshed, so it's very convenient. And if they decide they don't want the item, they don't have to set the quantity to 0 and hit return. They just delete and the page is updated. On all of the e-stores we produce, there's the option to put in discount codes. Some people call them member codes, VIP codes. You can do individual coupon codes, gift certificate codes that are single use only. There's lots of options available for consumers to use based on what you care to promote. As soon as we proceed into checkout, we have a bar that shows up along the top to let the people know where they are in the checkout process. Now, if I were a new client, I'm going to put in first name, last name, email, and then a password. And the point of this is the password allows you to track your order, see histories, and more. So it's a way for consumers to log back in afterwards and see information that's specific to them. Then it's up to them whether or not they want VIP status. VIP status being do you want to join our mailing list? If somebody already has a membership, it is a simple click. Fill in the information and go. Now watch what happens to the shipping area. Immediately I jump forward into the shipping info. All of my information is already there because I've purchased from the site before. It now shows me on the right side my subtotal, my shipping, my tax if applicable, and my final total, and then gives me options for paying. Standard options, of course, are Visa, MasterCard, your main credit cards, and the JAPEC engine hooks into a wide number of credit card processors. We also encourage all merchants to use PayPal. PayPal is becoming a preferred method of payment for a lot of consumers out there simply because it takes away their perception of risk. If they have any issue with you, they can use PayPal as an intermediary to protect themselves. So let's proceed with a standard credit card checkout. I'm going to enter my pretend credit card number. I have this site in demo mode at the moment. One click, processes through the offline processor. That's it. The order is complete. Something else that the JAPEC system does that's unique compared to most stores is it's not just a text email that goes out to customers. They will get a receipt from most credit card processors or from PayPal, but you also send a receipt. And let me show you exactly what it is they see. So what is prepared and sent to all of your customers by email is a receipt in a PDF format. As a PDF, this document can be read on any platform out there, any mobile platform, any type of computer, Mac, PC, Linux, it doesn't matter. But of course, it's all branded entirely to you, your branding, your address, your information, even your tax numbers as required. The system also produces a packing slip for you to use in-house, but it's a little bit more professional appearance for your customers on the other end, and they now have a tracking number that they can use when they want to refer to their order. Now, if I go into my VIP lounge area and I view my past orders, I can see the order that we just placed with all of the information about what I just bought. And if for any reason I didn't receive my receipt by email, one click and it's been sent to me. So the whole point of the shopping cart and e-commerce systems that are an integral part of the JAPEC system is to simplify from the consumer's perspective. They have to be able to proceed with shopping and checking out in a way that's familiar to them in their everyday shopping in real bricks and mortar stores. We need to maintain that parallel, and that's a key focus of the JAPEC engine. So now you've seen the front end, what the customer perceives for the site, or at least some part of it. Now it's time to take a look at the dashboard. Take a look at what goes on behind the scenes and what makes the JAPEC engine tick.